strudel. Tonic. Today I want to make a traditional dessert pudding. It's not really Italian, but as you know, I grew up in the Alps on the border with Austria, and the city where I was born, Trieste, has been ruled by the Austro-Hungarian Empire for centuries. So we eat a lot of strudel, apple strudel. So I want to make apple strudel today, and it might not be Italian, but it's definitely not something that people eat here a lot. So I thought, why not making it for you? Well, for me, but I'll show you how I do it. The original recipe has raisins. I absolutely despise raisins, so this recipe my version won't contain any raisins. But you know what, I don't think it's a loss. So I wrote down the ingredients, I will read them out. This is what you need for the perfect, without raisins, apple strudel. So 130 grams of flour, 1 tablespoon of seed oil. I use sunflower oil as usual. 1 pinch of salt, 30 milliliters of water, 1 egg, 750 grams of apples, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 apples, smallish apples. 60 grams of breadcrumbs, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, the skin of 1 lemon, 60 grams of sugar, 50 grams of butter, and 25 grams of toasted pine nuts. So I'll do the pastry first, which will have to rest for an hour at least, and then I'll cut the apples and I'll make all the filling. I've never done this, by the way, but I'm confident that. So let's crack on with the pastry first. One egg, 1 pinch of salt, and I'll start mixing with my hands. I'll now add 1 tablespoon of oil. And I'll keep mixing with my hands. Once it's not sticky anymore, I'll keep working it on the kitchen top. The pastry is ready, so I'll put it in a bowl, cover it in a bit of oil so it doesn't stick. And I'll cover it with cling film or a beeswax wrap in low temperature. So today I'll put it out. I'm putting it outside because it's colder. For an hour, I'll let it rest. I have this big sheet of beeswax wrap that I bought from a shop in Hampshire. It's handmade, and it smells like honey. It's incredible. So I'm going to use this to cover my bowl. And I'll wait an hour. Hello. To be honest, I let 2 hours go by, so the mix has rested enough. In the meantime, I've sliced the 6 apples in really thin bits. I have toasted the pine nuts. I have measured 60 grams of sugar. I'm using brown sugar because I like the caramelized taste that it gives. And here I am toasting the breadcrumbs with butter. So what I've done is to put half of the butter, 30 grams, in the pan, melt it, and then I put in the breadcrumbs. I think we just need to assemble everything in here. We just do that, roll the dough, fold it, and chuck it in the oven. Actually, I could turn the oven on now. So I have my apples here. I'll add the sugar, the pine nuts toasted. I will add a teaspoon of cinnamon. I will grate the skin of a lemon. And I will mix everything together. I've put the toasted breadcrumbs in a bowl, and I'll melt now in the same pan 20 grams of butter, the remaining butter basically. And now it's time to actually make the strudel. I'll put a bit of flour on this chopping board. I have my dough here, my pastry, and I have to roll it. First of all, you have to spread the crumbs on the surface, because this will absorb the juices from the apples. And if you don't do this step, it will be watery. Let's do this. Okay, then I put the apples mix on top of it. I'll do it with my hands. Okay, now I have to close this thing, and I don't think I will be able to, because I think I put too much stuff, but I'll try. Do you think it will close? Ah, maybe. I think it's too full. More stuff. Okay, inside. Okay, I think I managed. I'll close the end like this, like a little ravioli. I managed. This goes on a tray with the seal on the bottom. Okay. And now I don't know how to do it, but I have to roll it. Maybe. Oh God. Oh wait. maybe like this. It worked. Let me. It's not scented, but let's see. It's not scented, but I mean, I've got bigger problems. Ah, looks good. Okay, and now a bit of butter. A bit of butter on the top. Yes, I've bought butter. I always say that I never buy butter, but I bought butter this week. And now in the oven, 180 fan for 30 minutes. Let's see how it goes. Strudel is ready. Let's see how it came out. So this is it. Nicely cooked. Let's cut a slice. Ta-da! Should try it. Very hot. Success. Tell me good.